Hello, thank you for watching The Adventures with D-Webb Enterprises LLC. And I just wanted to say my name is Dylan Joseph Webb. I'm 24. I was born on Saturday, October 5th, 1996, and it is currently Wednesday, April 7th, 2021. I appreciate anybody for watching. This is my first video on YouTube, so please bear with me. I'm not the best at editing. I've done the video a few times over. I try not to fumble on my words. The whole video is going to be the whole way through without editing, so I'll try to stay on track and make it quick, short, and to the point. Basically, I want to explain what my channel is going to be about, what my goals are with the channel and myself as an entrepreneur, and what I've done already and what I plan on doing. So right now, currently, I'm living in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I was born and raised here. Um, I invested in one property, and I have tickets in the NFL. So that's where it comes into play, where I want to explain that I have just currently applied for an LLC on March 30th, 2021. So it's been about a week. And they told me in Pennsylvania right now, the current wait list is right around 30 business days. So I'm hoping to have it by mid-May at the latest. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to keep you guys up to date and let you know how it all ends up. But basically, long story short, hopefully they stand true to that. So my goal is, once I have the LLC, that LLC I applied for will also have an EIN number, and then with the EIN number, which is an employee identification number, I can go to a bank and actually set up a business bank account. Now, before I get ahead of myself, I want to explain, prior to creating the LLC, on March 26th, I created a business website, a business email, and business cards. The main reason I created those three things is when applying for the LLC, they ask for that information, a website and an email. And you can use your own personal information, but I just didn't want to link my own personal information with what I want the business to be. So I just created them for the business prior to making the LLC. So as of right this second, I'm not an official business. I should be by a month and a half, and then I will actually be able to go to the bank, create a business bank account, and accept checks as a business. Now, right now, I'm waiting. I will keep you guys informed and keep you up to date with the next procedure. So I don't want to go too far, but I will explain why I want the LLC and the EIN. So once I have the LLC, I'm obviously protected as a business. I just want to make sure it's still recording. I'm new to this, so I just want to do everything right. I apologize if the lighting's not that great. I hope you guys can see my face and my body well. But long story short, it's my first YouTube video, and I wanted to get the LLC and the EIN. So I applied for it. I'm waiting, and once I have it, I can create the business bank account. I'm sorry if I'm rambling. I just wanted to make sure I'm back on track. So once I have the business bank account, I can accept checks or whatever it is. So now I'll explain more what my business is. I plan on selling NFL tickets. I have PSLs in 2 different cities right now. In the Pittsburgh area where I'm from, I have at the Pittsburgh Steelers, and then in the Las Vegas area, I have 6 seats in the Las Vegas Raiders stadium. So currently, I bought them the season before the pandemic happened, so I've yet to ever get to sell any, which gratefully in my way it worked out, because had I got them and sold them right away, I would have been doing it unprofessionally and honestly kind of illegally. I didn't know what I would have been doing, and this year gave me time to, honestly almost 2 years now, has gave me time to figure everything out and figure out the way that I legally need to do it as a company. And that's why I personally need the LLC, is to create a company and to be able to sell the tickets and then pay taxes on the tickets as a company and as a legitimate thing. So basically, I wanted to explain that the LLC, a little shout out to Inc. Authorities LLC, they helped me create my LLC. I'm in Pittsburgh. Their company is based in Reno, Nevada. But the one thing with them is, I guess they can work with anybody, anywhere, because they know all the policies in all the different states. So in Pennsylvania, I knew it cost me $125 to get the LLC, and then I guess there's more fees for the EIN, and of course, the Inc. Authorities LLC charged me a little bit for their own procedures of doing what they did. So in total, I paid just about $400 for the LLC here in Pennsylvania. Now, I needed it to be able to pay taxes on the selling the tickets, but the one thing I would like to mention is, if you want to create a business and you don't think you'll quite be profitable that first year, it's not a waste to have the LLC. because you don't have to pay taxes and you don't have to create a business bank account just because you have an LLC. But the LLC will protect you as a business and as a company owner once you are ready to proceed and do jobs or do whatever you're going to do as your company. Now, long story short, I basically got the LLC to be able to sell the tickets this year. I want to invest in property and have rentals and do things like that long term, but I'm not going to make profit off that this year. But in the long run, the LLC can be an umbrella and cover both of them, so it didn't hurt me to have it. Now, the one thing I want to mention, which I'll make another video about the exact cost and what it was whenever I actually do it, but I needed the EIN, the employer identification number, to go to the bank, which I'm sure the bank will charge either an annual or monthly rate to have a business bank account. I don't know the exact fees yet. I will make probably another video because I want to continue this YouTube channel and get advice from people who know and people who maybe I can help give advice to. So one thing I wanted to say also is a quick shout out to PSL Source LLC, which is where I bought my PSLs for, not the ones for the Raiders. I bought those strictly through the Raiders because they were selling them at the time of the stadium being built. But my Steelers seats, because there's such a weight and they have a big fan base, you can't just go out and get the LLC from the team directly. You have to find other outsources, which I use PSL Source, and you basically, someone with a PSL has their PSL up at a price that they want to sell it for. You negotiate, you can give them the price you want to pay, and you guys can meet in the middle, blah, 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 how, you know how it goes. And then you can get the PSLs, and with the PSLs, how you make money, hold on, I just want to make sure I'm still recording, I don't want to waste my time. But long story short, once you have the PSLs, you're getting the tickets at their sticker value. So once you have the sticker value tickets, you can put them on Ticketmaster, put them on StubHub. I do a little shout out to Ticketmaster because that's who I'm using right now as a beginner, and they are so known. Like, everyone goes on Ticketmaster for concerts, for sporting events, so it's not a bad website to use. They do charge fees. They take a little percentage out of your profits, but again, that's why I needed the business bank account, and I would have messed it up if I did it a few years ago, because when you sell stuff on Ticketmaster, they want the bank account directly that you want the profits to go to. So now I can send it to my business bank account, and then come tax time, I can explain, I paid blah and blah amount for the tickets, I sold them for so-and-so, and this is my profit margin, this is what I make, and this is what you can tax. So that would be maybe some of the complications you'd run into if you don't have a business bank account, you have a personal bank account. It might be a little harder to do the tax write-offs and everything. I don't know all the procedures, I just want to do it correctly, and that's where, again, if anybody has any advice, please branch out. I have a website, I have my email, I'm more than happy to talk, and you can call me, my number is on the website, and we can have any sort of conversation about anything you have questions about selling tickets, buying them, obtaining them. I'm happy to do anything, another video if anybody's that interested in it. And I just want to say I also want to get muchly into property. Now, right now, I only own one property I purchased when I was 21. Again, I'm 24, so it's been just 1 month under 3 years. I bought it in May. It's currently April 7th, 2021, so next month I will have it for 3 years. And now, again, as a business perspective and a rental business or blah, 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 it is not a good turnaround to have it on your own, like not making profit for 3 years. But I'm young and I needed somewhere to live. I'm only 24, so it gave me a home to live in. So for me, it wasn't a complete waste of money. It was somewhere to be right now, and I can slowly work on it, and it kind of like gave me a first home to learn about. So I'm not frustrated that I've had it for 3 years. I'm just excited to move forward, and I appreciate anybody's time who's listened. I just want to say that, again, my company is D-Webbenterprisesllc. That's D-Webb Enterprises LLC. Thank you again. Please look me up, and I will continue to make YouTube videos and grow further as a company, and I want to take you guys on my adventure. One other thing I want to mention before I go is I was very nervous about making a YouTube video because I just thought, why would people want to watch me, or do I have anything interesting to say? Hold on one second, I just want to make sure I'm still recording. Yep. So I just wanted to say I didn't know if people would even care to hear me out or anything, but honestly, the more I thought about it, I spend hours a day, every day watching YouTube. So why not just give it a chance? Like, I phrased that wrong. I don't spend hours a day every day, but I almost every day at least watch some YouTube. So regardless, I want to shout out a couple influencers that I watched, and it kind of made me decide to just say screw it and make a video. So one was Jacob's Life in Vegas. He just makes little videos about Vegas and the news, and he has some videos just about his own personal interests, which are cool, and he's cool to look up. Look him up. Another one was Pompsy. He lives in Vegas also. He tends to go to hotels a lot and just show like the amenities and just how the hotel is, which is really cool. But he also does live streams a lot. He's definitely interesting to watch. Another one is the Shelby and Monica Church. They're twins. They both have their own videos and channels, and they just very interesting stuff. They're both, one lives in Seattle, one lives in LA. They do their own thing. They're interesting people to watch. And then honestly, more recently, I just started watching them. I don't know a whole lot about them, but they're the ones who broke me out of my shell to finally make this video, because I seen that they're getting so popular. And so basically, it's the Stromedy and Taylor Holder and Bryce Hall. So the three of them were going through some beef. Taylor Holder's not as much in the beef as Stromedy and Bryce Hall, but I've been watching their little beef online, and it makes me amazed that they almost get 1 million views a video. So I figured I could try and do something. I think I'm a cool enough character that maybe someone will like to watch me, and or maybe I can help someone like financially with a business idea, or just they can learn from my videos or branch out and help me. So nothing much that I exactly want to achieve off this one video. I just want to basically get started, finally make my first video, break the ice out here on YouTube, and say thank you to anybody who watches. Again, please look me up and branch out with any business inquiries. I'm going to be happy to put more videos out on YouTube. Thank you again for your time. Appreciate it.